Chronicles of Football podcast.
You know how it goes.
About the guests.
The guest we've got this week. Yeah, Chronicles of Football podcast. We're live inside, ready to ride as usual. I go by the name of Jay and Na, your host for this one, as usual. You know, we got some ambiance in the building. Fragrance man in the building.
I was just about to say the cologne.
The cologne.
I was just about to say
ambiance
that.
in the building. But before we get to the ambiance, I didn't come alone, as you heard the voices, people, and the visuals you can see. I didn't come alone. I've got my co-host with me. You should know who that is. But if you don't know who that is,
you know,
he's from the south side of the river. The big father giving the order.
The guy.
Huh?
This guy.
Big up yourself. Introduce yourself.
You know who it is. It's me. It's the people.
What's happening, bro?
I'm good.
Are you keeping?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a busy week for you this week.
Oh, here we go.
You see me, as you people know, I'm just a lecturer. So I'm signing off on a Thursday, Friday, just going to go enjoy myself on the weekend. But you see the father, he's loading up the petrol on Friday because he's taking a trip uptown.
All right.
St. George's Park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The
All
Tree
right.
Lions.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big up the 05 camp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Big up the
yeah.
05 camp. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Big up the young boys in the 05 camp, Free Lines, England and that. Big stepping stone. He's involved.
He's
Yeah?
involved.
So big him up. Wish him all the best.
Of course. Thank
You know. But
Thank you.
how's your week been, man?
Yeah.
Good week.
Yeah.
You look
Interesting.
It's been an interesting week.
Interesting.
Very interesting for the both of us, but we're not gonna go there on the first team side of things.
Now, my team was all right.
Who you support?
My team was all right.
Who
So,
got support?
hold on. Wait. No. Please. My team was all right.
Yeah, you did what? No,
No, we dragged out a result
Yeah.
and should have got a pen.
Who you support?
Yeah, I'm a United supporter, by the way. My team's where in the league? I'm just
I don't
assuming.
even know, but you're in the top half.
We're in the top
You're in the
six.
top half. Yeah,
We're
yeah,
top
yeah.
six.
Yeah. No, not.
And you know, people, do you
Mm.
know, like, I'm just saying this, people, because you hear how this goes. When we talk, my man kind of kills my team.
I don't feel it.
But you know, right now,
Mm.
when man's talking, when they got man like Xhaka in their midfield, Xhaka, and they want to talk to me, about any Matic, McTominay, Fred, any of them man there, I would have them in a heartbeat over Xhaka. Listen to his name. Listen to him. Putting hands on man. How dare he? What is he doing?
Like, you're overdoing it.
What is he doing?
You're overdoing it now. Stop it. You're trying it. Yeah? Because when Fred headbutted my man on some...
What?
Yeah, when
No, hold on, wait. Did you hear what I said? Why did he put his hands on him? My man went for the headbutt straight. Boom.
It's true.
My man's
But
going
you know what?
to
I'm not
grab
even
man.
I don't even want to talk
Yeah,
about
alright,
it.
cool.
It's
We won't
just-
even go there. See, people.
It's just it's a mess. We're a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, I was watching Troops the other day.
I forget all that stuff, man. Man needs to be.
I'll get that out.
Yeah, he needs to. I honestly think the job is too big for him. I think the job's too big for him.
I think it's harsh.
No, why?
Well,
Before you said it, let's introduce you because people think, well, who said that? Because he didn't say that. I didn't say that. Yeah, as you know, we've got
Fragrance
ambiance.
said about.
Ambiance in the seat is hot and it
cologne.
smells. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, people, we have to announce the special guest who goes by the name of Tobi Alabi. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thanks.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good.
a watch glisten.
I'm good.
Yeah. Busy weekend.
Man's moved the ball across, yeah?
Everything good?
Everything good, man. I can't complain, man.
Before we go into what we're going to talk about, why is it harsh on...
Because I think the club is a shambles right now. He's got no backing. He's got a whole load of mediocre players.
Yeah, which
A
Emery,
whole
which Emery
load of mediocre
had,
players.
which Emery had.
And they were terrible.
Which Emery had.
But what I would say
Yeah.
is that, the job's probably too big for him.
It's too big.
The job's probably too big.
I remember having a conversation
He's a great coach.
Very
with
good coach.
my dear co-host here.
Yeah, he's a
I had
very
great
good
conversation. Beginning of the season, he was excited.
We all
He
were.
felt that.
No, but I
he felt
should
that
be-
ambience.
I should be.
He felt
I
that.
should be
No,
FA
no.
Cup. I should be excited.
He was excited.
Yeah.
Had that ambience of we're gonna do this.
So I'm sorry, actually, I'm gonna backtrack.
Why is that?
No, I'm gonna backtrack because if you look at the performances when he came in,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you look at what performances the team put in against the big teams,
Yeah.
like beating the City,
Mhm.
getting a good result against United.
I think that City one was handed to him, but anyway,
No,
that's
but go
just
on.
my. That's just me.
Wait,
Yeah,
go on,
but you can only beat what's in front of you.
It's
Do
true.
you know what I
Can't
mean? What has changed from the beginning to now? That's what you have to ask yourself, because the players aren't even playing for him. The players aren't even playing for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Now
So-
we're hitting some nails.
So I think that's what you have to look at. Like, look at Obo was firing.
Mm.
Firing.
What's going on?
He doesn't look like he's interested.
He signed a new deal, man. He's chilling. He's cooling. But is it unfair for me to say that? I don't know.
Yeah, because I tell you why. Because is he kind of playing in the same place? No. Is he now leaning more? Are they now leaning more on a 9-9 and a fox in the box because
Yeah.
they're using Nketiah, they're using Lacazette more,
No,
and
no,
he
no.
isn't getting that.
I personally
opportunity.
believe some of the goals that he even scored last season, some of them he created himself.
Yeah.
And he ain't feeling that.
And I'm not seeing the intensity. And I wouldn't say it's down to the new contract because I personally believe that he's 31. He actually he does want to enjoy his football.
yeah.
I can't see him just wanting to look like an idiot on the field and then go home. I can't see that.
All right.
But going just on the, because I don't want to keep going on the Arteta thing, I honestly believe the job is too big for him.
But as I said,
Now-
people, me and this guy had a
I
conversation
think
at
the
the
job's
start
too
of the
big.
season.
That's just me.
I said to him, Arteta's not ready for this. He said, no.
I did.
No,
I did. But
no, you can't say that.
Well, we all
I
thought it was
looked
the
at the
truth.
whole. I
We
looked
we
at the
thought
whole.
we thought it was. We thought it
I
was.
looked
but
at the whole package.
it's
It's
clearly,
not that.
and you don't. For me, why people can't say you got to give him time because you can't. If that was an English manager or a more seasoned manager, and he's gone 4 home games on a loss, his head will be chopped off by now. I don't know what's holding him now. If we lose to, we've got Southampton at home, we've
should
got
win.
Everton away, which is going to be hard,
Tough.
and we've got Chelsea. For me personally, if he loses to Southampton at home,
If you lose those
5
3 games,
home games on a bounce.
They won't sack him.
you know that as well.
They won't sack him
You know that as well.
for 3 reasons. They don't want to pay him out. Who are they going to get in? And who are they going to get in? Who are they going to get in?
Yeah, for a club, I mean, this mediocre for a club like Arsenal, the lack of it is embarrassing. But anyway, we'll talk about that on another day.
We shall.
We shall. But yeah, Toby, one thing we always ask our guests when they come here, the first question, there's 2 questions we always ask them, one at the beginning, one at the end. The one at the beginning we always ask is, why football? You're Nigerian as well, so why wasn't it just straight books? Or why ain't you going law school? Or you know what I'm saying? Huh? Or
Man
biomedical
said,
science?
yo,
Do you know what I'm
no,
saying?
the thing is
Yeah?
not football.
Yeah. And I believe you're Yoruba as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why wasn't it one of them? What happened there?
I think I got lucky. I got identified as being quite good very early.
Okay.
So
And
I
early
think
we're talking.
7.
All right.
If it was a case where I was like 13, 14, and I was still trying to,
Yeah.
You don't think it would have been.
it might have been a different
It would've been a
story.
different
Not
case.
that it's old. It's not old to make it 13, 14, but
Yeah.
obviously you know where we come from. It's
Of course.
when you're,
Mindset's
when
not
you're
That's, if that's not seen
Yeah.
early, then forget about it.
Yeah,
Mindset's
exactly.
a bit different.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
see the
still.
potential a bit later.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not.
Ain't got time.
No.
You should be ahead in your books a
Yeah.
little bit later.
Yeah,
But
alright.
So, yeah, I think why football? To be honest, why football is because of my brother,
All right. Older brother.
older brother. Yeah, he played, so I played. That simple.
Okay.
But why football was sustained is because I just love it.
Mm.
Loved it and still love it,
I hear that.
even though it drives me crazy.
I hear that. And we're going to get into that a
you
little bit
know,
later.
But yeah.
But how did that journey start in terms of loving it to actually kicking a ball for a team or? You know?
I started in a Sunday league team
Mhm.
about 5. I think my brother was 4 years older than me, so at 5.
Yeah.
You started early.
And then I remember I played like 1 game, and then my dad couldn't afford to pay the subs for both of us,
Yeah.
so we stopped playing for like a year.
All right.
And
Both
then-
of you.
Both of us, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Both of us stopped
That's
playing
not
for a
playing
year.
no games.
It's not like
If
the
one
talented
can't-
one.
Man
Yeah.
said if one can't get it, never ain't getting the average. Like, he ain't picking and choosing. I don't care. Who's got the talent? Yeah, I don't care.
I
Yeah.
think it was like £20 a month or something like that,
Yeah,
or
man, I'm
£30 a
playing
month,
that.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's
So
what
that's, That's like £60 for two kids.
That
to
feet,
kick ball.
that touches.
That thing ain't, yeah, get me.
That
It's not
touches
it's not
after
cheap
all.
still.
And subs.
Yeah.
Get me.
Nah.
And petrol on that.
Yeah.
And boots.
Nah,
No,
that's not
you need to
included.
chill.
See, man's just
to
adding it
chill.
all
That's
up
not
there.
included in the £60.
Hey, listen, my dad's spending about £100 a month on football.
Yeah.
G. So yeah, we stopped for like a year, and then I think somehow we just started again. I think we must have got a new job or something.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, because we started again, and then I probably played for them for like 6 months, and I got picked up by West Ham. And I was playing in there. I think they were one of the first ones to have it, like the elite
Like the
development.
pre-academy
Yeah,
kind of.
no, like they had the academy, but then they had for the boys that they wanted to monitor alongside the academy. So we trained at the same times as the academy,
Okay.
at the same place as the academy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you dip in and dip out.
Yeah.
It was basically like with a B team.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, like a
Yeah,
shadow squad.
Yeah, like a shadow squad. Yeah. So I was in that, and obviously in the shadow squad, I was amazing. But when I stepped up to that age group, not age group, sorry, that team,
Yeah.
that West Ham team was special, man.
What are you saying?
You
You
saw
kind
the
of knew
difference.
yourself.
Yo,
Yeah.
nah. That team was different. They didn't lose for 7 years.
That same team.
That same team.
They did not lose a game of football
From what age to what age was that?
from
for what stage did
under
that start?
9s to under 15s.
Who we
Under 9s to
talking
under
in that
15s?
group?
16s.
16s. So
16s.
basically the whole of their academy life.
Didn't lose a game. Maybe it was under 15s. I think it was 6 years. Didn't lose a game.
And who was in like relative names? Who
Rob
was in
Hall.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Rob's
Rob
at Oxford now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blair Turgott.
Okay.
Matthias Finimo.
Okay.
Jack Powell. Dan Potts.
Yeah.
Dylan Tombads.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Who else? Yo, they just had ballers everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Everywhere.
And there wasn't no room for you in there.
No. Nah.
Man knew that at 7.
You knew that already.
Yo,
Man
it was
said, I
mad.
need
These
that
men were doing
sevens.
crazy stuff. Dropping the shoulder. Turn that. Crafting. 1-2s.
Man said I didn't see this
Wow.
before.
I didn't see this before. All I knew was
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
That's it.
Stepping.
Running with the ball.
Yeah.
so yeah, that was a culture shock. I think if I continued to train with them, I would have come up to the level.
Mm.
But during that process, Millwall came in for me.
Okay.
And they just offered a contract straight away.
Okay.
So my dad was like, okay, we'll go to Millwall.
What age was this?
When I was 8.
8. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So this was the end of that under 8s season.
Oh, going into
Going
foundation.
into under 9s, yeah.
Yeah,
Going
going
into
into properly.
actual schoolboys now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just put the contract there. I think at this point it was a year. They give you a year, they give you a year, they give you a year.
And under 10s and it was under 9s.
Under 9s, then under 10s.
Yeah.
10s,
Then from 10s you
9s,
can get a
10s,
2 year.
11s.
2 year, yeah. 2
Isn't
year.
it
10s,
12s,
12s?
11s,
Yeah.
and then 12s you get 2 years.
It's whatever. It's at the
It
discretion.
all depends on
It's
them,
at the
innit?
discretion, yeah.
it all
But
depends on them.
from 10 you can get a 2 year.
Okay.
All right.
But nobody at that age, nobody got a 2 year until we were 12.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're 12 and you got the 2 year, then man were like, yeah, they rate him.
Yeah.
So we got the 1 year. Then at 12, I got the 2 year. And then at 14, I got somehow a 5 year.
But how was your
Oh,
experience? Nah, I go rush to 14.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that 2 year bit. How was your experience during that 2 year bit?
What, from
In the
12 to
sense of
14?
Your development between 12 and 14, because that's a big age in the sense of your development.
Yeah.
And I've seen it in the sense of my own.
Mm.
And I saw like between 12 and 14, one got released at the end of 12s
Yeah.
and then moved to another club. So I'm 13, 14 at another club. And I saw his development and it just kind of spiked. The other one, same thing, but he got released at 11, went to a new club at 12s, and 12s to 14, I saw the spike up. So how was your development during that period there? Do you think you gained your tools through that?
Nah. I gained my tools away from the club.
Okay.
What's that like doing extras yourself?
Yeah, I didn't
Okay,
gain my tools at the club. I remember, I think it was my under 11 season or under 12s. I think my under 12 season, I was going to get released.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and the guy that brought me in, he gave my dad the heads up. He was like, yo, this was at Christmas. He was like, they wanted to release your son, but I've got him an extra 6 months. Just go away and do bare work. Bare work and just work. So fair play to my dad. Like, I remember, you know those censored lights that you have in your garden?
Yeah.
He bought me one of those, and every day after school, we're in the garden for like an hour and a half. Every day. Rain, snow, every day. And some days he'd be like, yo, Tobes, just been out for an hour and a half. Like, I'm going in. And I'll still be out there, like just working. And then I just saw a rapid increase. Like a rapid increase. I'm talking from November to January. I went from here to there. Just simply by doing
Basic
focused practice.
Yeah.
Basic focused practice. And then obviously that saved my bacon. I don't know why I got 2 years after they said they're going to release me, but I got 2 years.
Right.
And then under 13 season was tragic because my coach was a disgrace.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
real bad, man.
Wow.
Serious.
Yeah, like looking back, I'm like, how was this man allowed to be around children, let alone
Culture.
be a coach? But you know, it's a different era. I think I was the last.
Yeah.
I think my generation was the last of that generation where you really got away with some madnesses in football.
Nah, man.
In
I
terms
think
of
they're still.
safeguarding and
Yeah, no, I get that.
in terms of safeguarding and
I
things
get
like
that.
that. Like he used to say some mad stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that bit. Coaches are still dead.
Yeah, the coaches are still bad, but I'm talking like on a human level.
Yeah.
On a human level.
Yeah.
Some of the things that this guy used to say, the racial profiling, the racial jokes, it was mad. I'm actually thinking about it now. It was crazy. Like this guy would walk in and be like, "Oh, look, it's the brothers. Like, Wagwan blood. It's the brothers." How was he then? Da-da-da-da.
Oh, no, that's how he's walking in.
On banter.
And that's the banter.
That's the banter.
What's going on, brothers?
Yeah.
And
Like,
do you know what
blood.
it is? It's crazy to hear, but
We're 13,
it's
by the way.
real.
I know.
And
it's not even like I'm shocked.
We're 13 years
I was
old.
just about to hit that as well. You're 13, so you're having a white guy, obviously, coming up to you saying, "Welcome, blood," and you're 13, so it's like, how do I take this?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we just
Because you don't know how. Remember, you like.
More time they're
It's
just gonna
crazy.
take it in. They're not
Yeah,
even
no,
gonna see
you're
us.
just
We're
gonna-
just talk that.
No,
yeah.
just go, all right, mate. All right.
Yeah,
it's
kind
one
of
of
from
them,
it off, right,
yeah,
mate.
like, yeah.
Because you're so young, like. But then when you get a bit older, and then you think, what, mate? And then you're thinking,
Some
oh, then you're
mad
trying to
stuff,
be rude
man.
or something.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you'll combat it, but when you're 13,
Yeah.
man telling you, walk on, blood.
Yeah. And it's not even like
It's
not
cheeky
even,
with it.
it's not even like I'm from where you're from. I'm just trying to flex. Like, oh, well, go on, you good?
No.
It was like I'm taking a piss.
Yeah.
100%.
Kind of
Probably
thing.
do that.
Yeah, I was doing that. Well, go on, blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on, blood.
All the movements
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like those types of things, and so when I first went to Millwall, they tried playing me as a centre back, which I've told you a story previously.
Yeah.
That didn't end too well.
You should have got dash out.
I should have got released from the club for what I did. To be fair, I should have got released from the club. But obviously for the listeners and the viewers,
You know, like, it's called cheek, what he did, yeah? It's called, I'm not playing there, so I'm getting out.
I'm getting out, yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm going to make you know,
that
never put me there
I'm
again.
a celebrity, get me out of it, weren't that? I'm Toby, get me out of it now.
Now.
Yeah.
You know what I
Get
mean?
me out of it
And
now.
I'm going to make you never put me in this position again. You're going to know.
I scored an own goal against Southampton, man, on purpose. On purpose. And I forgot to even tell you, I did it the week before against Spurs, but it wasn't bait enough. It was like a deflection.
Okay.
So this one, you made it
I
intentional.
wanted them to feel it. Yeah, I wanted them to feel it. So I remember the ball's in the box. These times it's not even 9 aside. I think 7 aside.
What age?
It was under 10s.
Yeah,
At this
7.
point.
Yeah,
Under 9,
7
under
aside,
10s.
yeah.
I remember I got the ball. And this is the first and only time I got on the half turn. Because I didn't even know what the half turn was them times.
Yeah.
But I got on the half turn in the box. Banged it. Banged it back to the keeper. Banged it back to the keeper. And it went in. And I didn't even act like I didn't mean to do it. I just walked away. And then they've had a meeting with my dad. And my dad don't know football at these times. So he's just like, he said he doesn't want to play centre back. I think that's why he did it. So
straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
So then they moved me to centre mid. No coaching, by the way. Just go out there and play.
Yeah.
So at first
The
it
big,
was
black and quick.
yeah. So then
Yeah.
in midfield I was Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
Play like no seriously.
Objectifying.
It was play like Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
You're
That's
an
what they said to you.
Yeah. So what team do you support? Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can be Vieira.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Yeah.
Objectifying.
No understanding of what Vieira does,
Have no idea what he does.
but just go out there and
Just
be something
profiling.
like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just profiling.
Honestly, looking back, I don't know how I made it through from under 9s to under 12s. Because I wasn't taught anything and I really didn't do anything on the pitch.
It's Millwall though, isn't it?
Yeah, you get to that.
It's Millwall.
So anyway,
Leave it
coming
as
to 13s now, my position changed again to a striker because I developed very early.
Yeah.
And I was a centre forward, and of course, you know what type of centre forward they tried to make me be.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, I'm like we're from ends. Like,
Yeah.
when you play ball, you're playing in the cage
Mhm.
on the concrete. It's
Everything's
all about tight. Who's got the maddest skills?
Yeah.
Technical.
Quick, book.
Ball to feet, taking
Yeah.
people on, all of that stuff.
And we try to bring that to ball. Yeah, they lost it in training a little bit, but on match days, forget about it.
You better go long.
You better go long.
And you better
So
hold that up.
what I'm learning about is holding up the ball. Now, I personally think every striker should know how to hold up the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's an art to it.
Mm.
There is an art to holding up the ball, and it's very effective.
Mm.
However, that's not your bread and butter.
Yeah.
These men made it seem like this is how you earn a living. Get in there, hold up the ball. Okay, but how do I hold up the ball? That's what I'm saying. There's an art to it.
They didn't show you
How,
nothing.
they didn't show me how.
Yeah.
Just stand
No,
in front
you
of
just
your man.
hold up the ball. Just get
Okay,
in front.
nah, you gotta have a little double movement, set yourself, pin your man, hold up the ball. What surface are you controlling the ball with? What are you doing when you control it?
Yeah.
Are you scanning as the ball's coming when you've touched it? Do you know what I mean? All
That's
those
called
kinds of
coaching.
things. Called coaching.
That's called coaching.
You know that magic word,
No,
coaching?
that's called coaching.
That magic
Yeah.
word that
No,
we
that's
never
called
got.
coaching.
So it was just stand up there, stamp on the defender's toes, and I don't even know if I can say this on the thing because it's a bit mad.
Go to.
Do your thing, my friend.
Alright, bear in mind, we're 13, yeah?
Yeah.
13 years old. Stamp on the defender's toes, and if you need to, grab his nuts.
Can I just say something?
I'm not surprised about what you're saying.
I'm
No,
13.
Actually,
I'm not even, but
No, I'm 13.
I'm not saying
surprised.
anything, but there's a youth called Darnell Fisher.
Mhm.
Just grab the man's nuts
For Preston.
for Preston.
That was a bit mad though.
And he got a 3 year, but I'm
He
not
got a
gonna
what?
say he got a 3 month, 3 game ban. Sorry, but that was mad
Scapegoat.
because it wasn't. But again, man, have been doing that for years.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Gascoigne doing the same thing.
Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
Do you
It's old
understand?
school.
It's in their blood.
Mhm.
The mindset.
Yeah.
So, what, 10, 12 years ago? Someone saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's completely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised what he's saying.
And especially, as you said it, the development from 9 to 13 has been mad already.
Mm.
So that at 13 don't even seem mad. It just seems a part of the
It
plan.
seems tactical.
Yeah.
They make it seem like it's tactical. Like, you got to be smart with it. When you're backing in, stamp on his toes. When you're going up for a header, just chuck the elbow out there. It's like, yeah, I'm going to be smart. Nah, mate. How about you teach me how to play football?
Yeah.
Teach me how to finish.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
So
that was my
13s.
coaching at under 13s.
Yeah.
And then luckily, a saving grace, at under 14s, I had a coach come in who was exceptional. Don't know how he ended up in Millwall. He'd worked at Bournemouth. He'd studied at Leverkusen.
Okay.
So he was coming with something different.
Yeah,
so
he's
my guy's
different
talking to me
mindset.
about psychology.
Mm.
My man's talking to me about the technical aspect, nutrition. He's talking about ball touches. I'll never forget, before every session, we had to get 1,000 ball touches.
Before you start the session.
Before the session, you have to get 1,000 ball touches. If the session starts at 5 and you come at 5:15, you have to get your 1,000 ball touches. If the session starts at 5 and you come at 5:45, you get your 1,000 ball touches, you start the session at 5. But you have to get 1,000 ball touches. Different surfaces, foot rolls, laces, instep, outstep, whatever it is, controlling your fight. Get 1,000 ball touches focused before you start the session. So that was the first thing. And do you know what? In the space of a month, you just see it like your ball manipulation is better.
Mm.
You understand that you can control the ball in certain ways. You understand that if the ball's coming long, you can control it on the bounce and take it into your stride. Do you know what I mean? All those little things. So he showed me a different way to play football. And there was just a rapid, again, it was like, so from doing my extras at 12 to 13, I went to here.
Mm.
From doing it with him and doing the work and the focus, practicing the training, the psychology and the tactical analysis, and from here to there.
Wow.
Like there, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And very quickly, I garnered a lot of interest from clubs
Okay.
across the country.
Mm.
So it wasn't really until, honestly, I kid you not, I don't know what I was doing at Millwall from 9 to 14. I should have got released. Seriously. I should have got released, but from 14, I became a player. Like, I was good.
Did the interest generate like naturally, or did you have someone?
Yeah, was it organic or?
Nah, it was organic because the first game of that 14 season, I scored 4 goals against Reading away, and obviously them times Reading were popping. Reading was hot.
Yeah.
Reading were what Aston Villa are now this season.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like Villa, they've recruited well.
Yeah,
I get what
yeah.
So everybody was watching that game, and we were 3-0 down in like the first quarter. Obviously, you know that's 4:20s. And I just remember, like, it was mad. Like, this coach, just he turned me into a beast. Because I just remember, we went 3-0 down. I remember shouting to my teammates. I was like, we're not losing this game. Like, shouting it. And then one of the Reading boys was laughing. He was like, bro, it's 3-0 in the first 20. Like,
You're not doing nothing.
Then second quarter, I scored again. Third quarter, I scored again. Fourth quarter, I scored again. We won. But the performance was crazy. So from there, like, that's where
Interest
the interest started to triggle. Then the next week, you played against Arsenal. I loved my boy Cookie from the halfway line. Reece Charles Cook. I hope you watched this. Because he says that it didn't happen, and it did happen. Loved him from the halfway line.
It was when I was like, Charlton is gone.
No, that's his brother.
That's
Regan.
the brother.
Regan's his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Regan's
Okay.
at Arsenal. Yeah. And then
Okay.
Reece left, and he's been at a few clubs.
Okay.
Great keeper.
Yeah. Oh, the keeper. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic keeper. He has suffered from a lack of black keepers in England, but that's a separate conversation.
Yeah, I was going to say that. He's not.
That's a separate conversation. He's
not
a
that.
baller. Very good. So, yeah, did well against them. Then again, against Chelsea the week after, Jamal Blackman lobbed him as well.
Jamal's not a slouch.
He's not short either. I scored 2 against them. And then after that game, it was like, okay, cool. The phone's banging.
Yeah.
And then an agent was banging my dad's line.
Right.
And them times, it's not what it's like now, where there'll be 25 agents that'll call your parent in 1 week. I think we had a call from 2.
Okay.
And one of them was Dean Baker, who is now a very successful agent.
Yeah.
Very big agent. And the other one, I'm not going to name him because in this story, I'm going to shame him.
Yeah.
Straight.
He is from Ghana.
Yeah.
He's a young black man. I think he must have been about my age now, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, he must have been early
20s.
late 20s.
Yeah.
Mid-20s.
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 Bro, I'm late 20s, you know.
Mid-20s.
Do I count as late 20s? I'm 27.
Yeah, you're late 20s.
You've just entered.
No, how does he just enter?
Isn't it 26 to 27?
Yeah, after the 5, innit?
So what's mid-20s? 25, 24, 25?
Innit? 24, 25.
That's so peak.
Your early 20s, 21, 22.
So late 20s is 26 onwards.
Onwards, innit? You're going into 30.
Isn't it 28 onwards?
No, I know you're holding
He's
it.
stretching the
I know that feeling, cuz. I know that feeling. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I got a couple of weeks to my 40th, so like, know the tick. Yeah,
man.
So I know that feeling.
Yeah, health is wealth. Don't worry about
Listen. So, yeah, I think he was, you know, dressed well, well spoken, and he just wooed my parents. He got the contract, and he started getting to work, trying to make something happen.
Right.
So that season was amazing. Did really well. Reading came in, offered a couple things, didn't happen. Next season again, under 15s, doing really well, playing 16s, playing 18s, played reserves against Charlton.
This is at 15s.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then Chelsea, Arsenal, Reading, Spurs came in. I went to Reading. I loved Reading. Like, I loved it.
Oh, Millwall let you go and try on it?
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So you went down there.
I was a bit
loved
naughty
it.
still.
Yeah.
So he was at Amond at the time.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man. God bless his soul, man.
Like, Idy's a great man, so I don't know.
He was a great man.
Like, I'm so frustrated because my son's there, so
If Eamon was still around,
no, they would be phenomenal.
the academy,
It wouldn't be the same.
forget about it.
No, I know. No.
How did
You
he
know,
pass?
like, I think he had cancer.
Okay.
And when my son went in there, it was the switch. So I'm in my head, because of the older one, I'm looking at Reading in a particular way.
Yeah.
Because of Eamon. Because of the stamp that he created with the Irish boys, the Icelandic boys. Do you get what I mean? With the mixture of the English that he found.
He just done really well,
Yeah.
man. He was really...
Bro,
he was ahead of his
phenomenal.
time.
Bro,
He was ahead of his
phenomenal.
time.
When I've come, I'm thinking, yo,
Yeah.
my man's died a month before I've come.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, so everyone's in trauma.
Yeah.
The whole club's in trauma
Yeah.
because they're like, the big man's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after a while, you can see the influence through coaches, people in the club. Even like, they got to stand for him, man.
Yeah.
So it speaks for itself what kind of coach he was.
Yeah.
So yeah, rest in peace, Amy.
Yeah, man.
So you went
down
Went
there.
there for a week, played a couple games, scored like 6 goals. I think we played against Sweden. We played against Sweden and we played against Man United. And then we played against a local team, so 3 games.
Okay. All right.
Got smacked up by United, man. They had Ravel, they had Jesse, they had Tyler Blackett.
Of that age group, yeah?
Yeah, because I played up with them. So
Okay.
Ravel's, I think, 28, going on 29.
Yeah. Imagine that, boy.
Yo, listen, Ravel is it's between him and Jack Wilshere for the best football player I've ever seen on a football pitch.
Played with.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah, I think
What you saying, Ravel?
I think it's Ravel. Jack was fake, but Ravel
why
was...
though? Why? Like, everyone says
that, but they don't actually say.
No, I say Ravel.
Nah, bro,
why?
Trust me.
Nah, allow it, because this is what everyone does.
I don't understand. Have you not
This
seen
is what
videos of him
everyone
doing?
does.
I've seen him live.
You've not seen
once.
videos?
I've seen him
Have you seen him live?
FA Youth Cup. Yeah, we bunked the train from Luton to go up to. I can't remember what year, but it was my guy saying, "Look, he's from Manchester, innit? And he knows football." So he's like, let's go out to Manny. Let's go out to Manny. Like, there's one guy I want to show you about. And they actually played that. That's the only time I've been to Old Trafford, by the way.
All right.
I don't understand. You never seen videos of him play?
I've seen videos, obviously. I've seen
I think
the
it was
things
one
that he
FA
does,
Youth
but
Cup.
So
as a youth, no, but you know, like, you always get...
I can't remember what FA Youth Cup year, but he literally carried United.
It's when they slapped up Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it was that
I
one.
watched
He
that, yeah.
carried
He
United.
killed them. But I'm saying...
Nah, he can do everything.
When you watch
I'm
someone...
so confused.
No,
can
but
do
when
everything.
you watch someone on video, yeah, to when
Nah,
you see
D.
them live. No.
Okay.
No. When you watch a video
Yeah.
of someone,
Yeah.
to actually seeing someone live,
It's different.
nah, it's totally different.
Okay,
bro.
with
Because
Ravel, it's not.
you appreciate
With Ravel, it's not.
the live.
What you see in the video is what you get in real life.
Oh, all right, cool.
Bro.
But I've seen Zidane live,
Yeah.
Bro.
and that's one of the biggest players I've seen.
Now, Ravel,
live.
I always say it now. I hope one day we can get him here because I would love to know why. Literally just
No,
why.
but his brain thinks different.
But
his brain thinks different.
Literally.
Bro.
Even people still say it today, like, I don't know, maybe because of the stigma, but
Rooney said it the other
yeah,
day.
they'll take him in.
Ferdinand said it.
Rooney said it the
Yeah.
other.
Ferguson said he's
who's
the most
top
talented
England
player.
scoring, top Rooney said this talent is
It's a joke thing.
nothing. I haven't seen it, and obviously in a 20-year career, he's seen boys. Let's not be silly.
Yeah, of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And they still resonate to this kid. So it's like, wow,
The more I think about it, I don't actually think it was that close between him and Jack.
it was him.
Because Jack was good, but there were other players like Jack that you could say, yeah, he could do that. Or he could do that.
But with Ravel,
Bro, let me tell you something, yeah. I'm going to digress, but I have to because this guy, yeah, was poetry in motion. You see when a man passes the ball, yeah, man will obviously cock back the foot and pass. Yeah, so your foot will go like that and pass. My man's foot don't go back. And the ball will travel. There's no backlift on anything he does. He just plays effortlessly. It was beautiful. I'm standing on the pitch and I'm like, I'm watching him play during the game.
all right.
Beautiful, man.
So they tucked you in.
I'm
So
just
it's gonna
gonna
work.
just before everyone cut though, but you know he's yardy, innit? But I'm
He
just
played
gonna
for Jamaica the other day.
That's what I said.
He played for Jamaica.
That's what I
the other
said.
day, yeah.
You know he's yardy.
Oh, who's he
innit?
playing for though?
Jamaica, innit?
Club wise.
Den Haag.
Den Haag.
Den Haag.
Den Haag.
Oh, he's gone. Holland.
Holland, yeah.
He's gone over there.
It will suit him.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just,
It's
I
a
don't
shame.
like that. I don't like
It's
the
a
club.
real
It's a shame,
It's
yeah.
a real shame.
I don't like the club.
Bruv, even remember what he did against Spurs for West Ham? That goal he scored.
Allow it.
You don't remember that?
Allow it.
Come on,
Allow
bro.
it.
At 19.
Allow it.
Allow it. Please.
And that's the problem. That's why we will be here frustrated because
Yeah.
of players like that. Because of the
Yeah.
natural talent that he had. But
Unbelievable.
again, it might be the people around him.
It was, man.
It might be him.
His
You know?
I don't even want to talk on his thing too much because he played with Charlie at Östersund in Sweden, so
Oh,
I actually
yeah.
know him.
Oh, okay.
And I got to spend some time with him.
Okay.
But his thing's mad.
All right.
Yeah, like when you're talking about a man not having the support around him,
Yeah.
it's mad.
Complicated.
And when you're talking about man having people around them that know how good they are and leech off it,
Okay.
but that's, it's not really my place to speak on it.
To elaborate, yeah.
Ravel, see you soon, sir. But okay, so though clearly the Reading didn't turn out. They didn't work out. So where was the next destination from
No,
there?
it did work out.
Oh, it did
No,
work
it did.
out.
They
Yeah,
were on it.
they put 3-4 bids in.
Yeah.
At this point, I didn't understand why nothing was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, I went there, went to Hayland, I trained, I played, and I was like, I was an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm now a fan of football.
Okay.
I like them man there, you know.
I'm now a fan of football.
You know, the man that can't salute their team with its guy badges on the football, man.
I'm not even talk. I can't talk too much. You get me?
Say nothing.
But yeah. So when I got there, I was like, yeah, this is it. I want to sign here. I know they put a couple bids in, nothing happened. Chelsea put a bid in, nothing happened. And then I'm talking to my man, I'm like, yo, like, you're saying bids are going in, what's going on? He said, no, we need to go and sit down with Millwall. I said, okay. I was like, yeah, you need to call the head of academy and tell him you want a meeting.
Yeah.
I'm 15, by the way.
You need to do that. Okay.
I'm 15 years old.
Yeah.
And he's telling me to call the head of academy
Yeah.
and tell him I want a meeting. Now, the head of academy knows there's offers coming in.
Of course.
And all of a sudden, I'm asking for a meeting.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I'm 15. But now looking back, you know how stupid that whole thing was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's put you in a situation.
Yeah. Me, 15-year-old, is texting the academy manager, I want a meeting. He's asking me why. And I was telling my man, what should I tell him? He's like, just tell him your dad wants to see him. Told him my dad wants to see him. He's like, what are you talking about? What's the meeting about? And then we had the meeting. I rocked up with my dad and the agent. And I just remember the meeting was long. But the only thing I remember from the meeting was the agent basically trying to say they need to let me leave. And the academy manager saying, Toby's not leaving Millwall Football Club and you can get out of my office. He didn't say that politely.
I was going to say.
He didn't say that
I
politely.
was going to say,
You know them academy man, them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
not
not
really
saying
on
that,
that.
especially when he's riled up as well.
Yeah, he was
When
vexed.
they're gonna lose a
Fuming,
player as
Come
well.
on, man.
You mad.
Not saying, come out of my office.
Yeah,
please,
he was like, yo, he said it with a bit of chest.
Yeah.
Said it with bass. So obviously the agent left the office. He was like to me and my dad, I've known you long enough to know that this meeting was not of your making. He said, but I think we should all take some time to just think about what's happened here. He said I should come back next week. So basically, don't come to training for a week.
Yeah.
Come back next week. So I went back next week, had a chat. It transpired that my man was trying to scupper the deal because I was asking for, I believe it was about, I think it was about 200k.
That's what he was asking for.
I think it was 200k
From who?
or 100k, something like that, something crazy
This is what the agent's asking.
for his fees for me to move
From who?
Hold on.
from Arsenal and
Hold on,
from
wait,
Reading.
Pause, man. Pause. You're rushing the people. Slow it down.
Go for it, sir.
We're not talking about your compo.
Yeah.
That's on your head. We're not
He,
talking about your compo. That's all I want to know. We're not. That 200 grand wasn't compensation for you.
That's for him still.
Okay.
I think it was 100 grand.
So that was his sheet.
So man was looking at 100 grand for a full 15-year-old at the time.
In 2008.
Okay.
In 2008.
Okay.
So if you take into account inflation, what's he
Okay.
asking for? About $500,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say double that, but yeah, that's mad.
Okay.
That's mental. So obviously the deal was never going to happen. He was like, we've accepted it, but they've been put off by my man's thing. So anyway, but he just said, listen, this happens, da-da-da-da. He basically showed my dad what was going on. He showed my dad how my man was acting. And he said that they want to offer me a 2-year extension, a 1-year scholar, and a 2-year pro.
Oh, so that's when you said the 5-year.
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's kind of setting.
Yeah,
that's
it was
kinda
calm still.
Showing the intentions there.
Yeah, I was calm still. So,
I take it you signed that then.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Signed it. Signed it
I
because
said obviously.
my man's talking
Why
about
did it say
He's
that?
kinda
You
set
know
for
what it
himself
says,
up,
obviously. That's
obviously.
5 years safety. Like,
safety. My man's talking about, you know, you're gonna make your debut by the time you're 17. You'll be
Like
training
that.
with the first team.
Yeah.
To be fair, they came through all of those things, but as they
It
do,
wasn't consistent.
consistent. Yeah, they give
but
you.
they gave you the promise.
Yeah, they delivered a promise, but they delivered it because they had to,
Had to, yeah. Not
Yeah.
that
not because they wanted
yeah.
to. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So then yeah, I was involved. Obviously, I got injured that year.
Well, that was your 15 year, 16 year.
End of my 15s
After
year.
15s, okay.
So I was injured for the whole of the 16s year.
Yeah.
Came
So
back
that's
last.
kind of blessing that you actually got that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Came back
You know,
last
so
game of the
you saw when
season.
it comes to
You
Scotland,
know
but
them
say,
with
go
it.
on.
Yeah, last game of the season, I came back with the 18s. Played in that game, the game that we had to win the league.
Right.
Scored and I scored the equaliser and set up the winner.
It's in goal and assist.
Yeah,
First game back.
First game back, I was blowing.
Yeah.
Blowing.
Yeah.
I was on for 15 minutes. It felt like I was on for an hour and a half, bro. I'm telling you.
You say it done.
Done. Blowing. So, you know when you're blowing, yeah, and you feel like there's blood in your chest? Yeah, I was one of
It's
them
just
ones.
filling up.
Yeah.
He said, please,
Yeah.
little final.
It's just filling up. So it's filling up.
So, yeah, we've done that. That was amazing. And then came back in, started pre-season with the youth team.
What was it now? 17, it's going into Scotland now.
Yeah, so now we're in Scholar year now. And it was just a catastrophe, man.
Serious.
Yeah.
What, Scotland?
Why is that?
My first year as a scholar was horrendous.
Why?
Because I was still trying to do what was working for me as an under 15.
Which was?
Just the way I was playing. Just my anticipation was poor. I was expecting defenders to make mistakes that they were never going to make in the youth team.
So you weren't growing with the game? You were kind of
No, but nobody took the time to show, man, okay, you've done this at under 15s, it's worked for you, 15, 16s, you've had cameos in the 18s and the reserves, but when you're starting games, the game starts at this intensity. You have to do these things at the beginning of the game. You can't really expect man to, do you know what I mean? So I struggled a lot for the first 6 months. I got injured a lot because obviously I was out for a long time. And then second half of the season, things started to come together slowly. And then the beginning of my second year, which is now my first year as a pro, I went away with the first team, which was such a surprise because I thought I had a poor season. Went away with the first team, made my debut, a friendly debut, which was amazing. Did well. Play? We went to Ireland, played some Irish teams. I can't remember what they're called.
What was the feeling that you're around the big boys?
It was amazing. Training with them. Oh, mate, it was amazing. It was amazing because I'm like, I remember I said before, I'm internally driven, but externally motivated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
So I'm always driven to go. No one needs to push me to go.
Yeah.
I just wake up and go. But I'm motivated by challenges.
Okay.
So when I'm with a youth team, it's like, cool.
I've been there.
Innit? It's calm. When I'm with the Rezzies, it's like, all right, yeah, let's work. When I'm in the first team, it's on.
Yeah, it's big league now.
It's actually on.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing stuff in the first team that I wasn't doing in the youth team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I remember doing a madness to Danny Shittu in training on multiple occasions.
Big Danny,
yeah. Multiple occasions. Paul Robinson, the club captain, multiple occasions to the point where man are saying, yo, you gotta be on the bench this weekend. You might be getting some minutes this weekend. Never happened. But
the fellow professionals.
It doesn't suit the style.
No, but you know, like when you got certain managers.
Yeah.
You understand? And you always have to get the kudos from the players, innit?
Yeah.
The players know. They're the ones that are playing against you every
They know,
weekend,
man. I'll never forget Terry Rackon. He came from Marseille. He played with Drogba.
Okay.
And he always used to gas me. He was like, you are exactly like Didier. He was like, you're exactly the same. The only thing you can't do is header the ball like him. I'm like, I don't think anyone can header the ball like him. But he was like, you just remind me, this is what he was like. Da, 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 da. He used to gas me all the time. And when you're getting props from man like him, you're like, okay, cool. I'm doing all right. Even if the first team manager ain't trying to. So we had the tour, we did well. I went with Aidan O'Brien.
Okay.
He's a good friend of mine. He's at Sunderland now.
Yeah.
And Then season's going on. We both get called up for the Carling Cup. We both get on. Well, I got on and walked off the pitch. Really.
Are we saying you're the minutes waster?
Yeah. Literally walked on.
Minutes
There was
waster.
2 minutes at the end of the game.
2 minutes, bro. I walked on the pitch. I blew the whistle. I walked off the pitch.
You say you have to do runs after?
Nah.
Oh, okay, all right. then.
That was his only saving grace.
Yeah,
No
saving
runs
grace,
after.
yeah, no.
You have to do runs after. Oh.
But yeah, so
So that was the taste.
that was a little
That was a
taste.
taste
Yeah,
of-
it was a
of it.
taste. I'm training every day. It's nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting in the matchday squads, but not on the bench. And it's just like, it's demoralizing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to go play 18s because I'm not motivated to play 18s, rightly or wrongly, because it's what you have to deal with as a
Of
professional.
course.
Being able to deal with the transition. You still have to perform when you go down to the 18s.
course.
But I didn't have anybody to
give you
tell
that,
17-year-old me, it's calm. It don't have
play.
to come now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just play.
If you don't break into your 19, it's calm. Like, just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, nah, these men are taking a piss. Terry's saying I should be in the first team. I should be in the first team. I was mad, man. I was wild still. So yeah, then I went on a loan to Hampton and Richmond.
Okay.
All right.
That was Conference South at the time.
Yeah.
Did well, 4 games. I think I got like 3 goals. And then I came back, finished the season, then started a new season. And again, with the first team for pre-season.
So this is your second year.
Yeah.
18 now.
So I'm 18 now, going
Yeah.
on 19.
Yeah.
So contract's gonna done this year.
Contract's gonna done this year still.
Ah.
A new contract ain't been offered yet. But I ain't got an agent though. So no
Okay.
one asked the question.
Oh, so you dropped out, my man.
Yeah, I had to drop him out still.
Well, after.
After the debacle with
alright.
yeah.
Cool. Cool.
I'll scupper the deal to go
Scupper
big
the
time.
thing, like
You're
moving
an
mad.
idiot, bruv.
I'm
Mind
idiot,
yourself.
innit? I even see man the other day, he asked me for a job.
He asked you for a job?
Mums.
Stop it.
More than once.
Nah, you're lying.
I swear to God, he's been asking me for a job for 18 months.
Yeah, but he might be able to make you that 200k.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rinse the
You know what I'm
200k.
saying?
I look for
just
about
buy-
2
get
mil
my
off
man-
his
Get
deal.
my man to be
You
the
couldn't
runner.
even get make a deal without my name rubber
You know what I'm
stamped in
saying?
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you gotta do? Alright. Where's
what
my
I'm
percentage?
Get my
Yes.
man-
No,
Trust
them
me.
looks there. You look at
Yeah.
them like this.
What?
What you gonna do?
You analysing? Who's that on the system?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What we saying?
Yeah.
When's it?
You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can get in somewhere. You can
You
put in
think
some work
you're gonna
somewhere.
earn 100k off me?
It's impossible.
Yeah.
You're gonna know yourself.
Man
It's
says I
impossible.
don't even want him around me.
I know what around me, man. The way I feel when I'm ramming, yeah, it's sad still. It's sad.
So go ahead. So obviously, yeah, you're in your final year.
No agent
No agent.
No agent.
with the first team.
With the first team, playing 23s now, 21s at that point, I was called.
Yeah. But that's the year the development
Started.
started, right? The
Yeah,
that
because
was
I
the
wanted to go
change
on
in the
loan.
year.
I wanted to go on loan.
Okay.
And they were like, nah, stay. We got the EDS, or whatever they called it, each or B. I don't even know what they
yeah,
called it. No, but it wasn't called that. It wasn't called each. It was called Saturn.
Yeah, I know that's it. Yeah. yeah.
And they gassed me. They're like, stay. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, let's give it a crack. Dead.
Flat.
Dead.
You're just playing against man that you already knew and that. Yeah.
And bomb squad, man. That
Yeah.
didn't even want to play.
Yeah.
I remember we played against Brighton, yeah? Ashley Barnes, he's at Burnley now.
Yeah.
He is the funniest guy, bro. He did not want to be on that pitch. I was marking him from a corner, and I was like, mate, just chill, man. He said, I can't be fucked. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Go,
It was like, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to run anywhere, so if you want to mark me off the game, just mark me all game in the box. I'm looking at my man. I'm like, is he trying to banter me? So I'm on my toes. I'm on my toes. Corner comes in. My man's still there. I was like, I told you I ain't going anywhere, mate. Second corner, same thing. Third corner, I'm blowing. He was like, you're blowing, aren't you? I didn't even know what to say to man. Like, it's just moving weird. I was like, yeah. I was like, don't worry, mate. I ain't running anywhere. For the whole game, I marked him maybe 8 corners. He didn't run anywhere. So, like, you're playing against man that's their attitude.
So yeah.
So,
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
It flattens the game.
Yeah, it flattens the game. And then eventually, like, I had...
They weren't having the loan at all.
Nah, but eventually I forced it out. I went to Ebbsfleet
Okay.
because they begged for me to go on loan.
Yeah.
Liam Dash.
That's who it was.
That's his name.
Do you know what?
I think you kind of brought it up on the phone that day, you know?
You know what?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that to you because we had
Someone's Ricky.
we had Ricky
Ricky
Shakes.
Shakes. Yeah.
Yeah, Shakes was at Ep6 still.
Yeah,
Winger.
Yeah.
Shakesy was
So
there.
Shakesy,
He was
yeah.
there as I was
Shakesy
leaving.
said it.
Yeah.
So when Shakesy said it, he said Liam Dash.
Yo.
Yeah.
And I've looked him up. For some reason, I looked him up.
Listen.
Yeah.
Liam Dash, yeah.
And then I went, yeah, that's Tobes. That's what I said in my head.
He is a
Yeah, that's Tobes.
madman.
Yeah.
Centre
There's
back.
no way he's still working in football.
Centre back. No.
There's no way he's
I
working in
don't-
football.
No, I haven't seen him. All right, let me look.
Please, because
let me look.
it's impossible. In this day and age, in 2020, there's no way my man's working in football. Yo, my man softed me on the phone. Yeah, he'll come in and, you know, you're powerful, you're quick, you can get us on a turn, you can face him up down the line. We like to play football.
Let me just show you his
Please.
face first.
This guy, man.
That's him.
Guy is a nutter.
Yeah.
Yo.
Man, I can't even stop looking. Man's face is all hard with it.
This is the face I know. That's the face I know.
So you're saying there's false promises?
That's the face I know. That one. That's the Liam Dash I know. Listen. Yo.
So guys, talk to me.
My man, I'm saying, man.
Man, let's look. Yes,
he's
even
still
look
going
through the
through- still
profile.
going through the profile.
My man's like, nah, I have to look and see what my man's going on
He's
with
still
right
at
now.
Port. No way he's at Portsmouth
Is that where he's at now?
No way.
as a coach.
What age group?
Last year he was.
Last year?
He's probably shadowing somewhere. So he's probably in the game somewhere.
Listen, who's the manager at Portsmouth, bro?
Yeah, Kenny
Jackett.
Yeah, exactly. You get me. Birds of a feather. Anyway, yo, get there. Game 1, come on. 10, 15 minutes. Done my thing. Explosive. Linking things up. Assisted the was it the winner or the equalizer or something? I can't remember. I'm feeling myself.
Yeah.
My friend went on loan there with me
That's what
from
I'm feeling
Millwall.
myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't even in the squad first game. Second game, we're both on the bench. Third game, we're both not in the squad.
So in the first game, you played.
Came on 15 minutes.
15 minutes,
Done my
done your
thing.
thing. Second game, in the squad.
Second game, both on the bench.
Bench.
I think I came on for like 10 minutes again. He was like, we're drawing 2-2.
Mm.
I'll never forget. He goes to me, go on, son. Go on and get your name in the papers. Score us the winner. And I'm like, all right, mate. Do you know what I mean? So we've gone on the whatever. Nothing happened. We
Yeah.
drew 2-2.
Yeah.
Next game, we're not in the squad. So I'm thinking, bro, like we're doing a madness in training. I've done well in the first game.
Mhm.
I didn't do anything in the second game, but I didn't, do you know what I mean? There was nothing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Dees hasn't even come on. He's not played. Third game, we're not in the squad. And I remember after the first 2 games, Dees wanted to go chat to him.
Mhm.
I was like, just chill out. Let's wait for the third game. Third game comes now. We're fuming. Go into him on a calm thing. Like, what's going on? Like, what do we need to do? You know, like, what do we need to do?
like, what do we need to do
today?
today? Yeah.
What is it that you're expecting from us? What not?
So then the next game against Kidderminster, we both start. And Dee's got an assist. I scored. I think we lost like 5-2 or something, or 4-2. But we've done our thing. Yeah? Next game, we're not in the squad. We're like, nah, this brother's taking a piss. He's actually taking a piss.
Mm.
So again, go in there. And this time, like, we go in on a crowd, I can't lie.
Straight
Yeah,
crowd.
we went in on a crowd, I
You
can't
see
lie.
it straight smoke.
Straight crowd. I can't believe I went in there how I did. But it basically ended with me terminating the loan
Okay.
and going back to Millwall, and just saying, yo, I pulled a meeting with Kenny Jackett. I was like, what's going on? Am I getting a new contract? Am I staying? If I'm not going to play, I want to leave. Me, at 19, said that to Kenny Jackett. He was like, I'm happy to give you a new deal. I said, am I going to play? Again, if I was advised, it would have been take the deal
Mm.
and go out on loan.
Loan, yeah.
What did I do? He didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. So I said, I want to leave.
So you didn't take the security of the deal.
Nah, I didn't know what the security deal was. All I knew is I wanted to play football.
Alright.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the innocent in him, but it's the naive.
It's the naivety.
The
It's the
naivety in him as well, yeah.
And it's the non-experience.
Yeah, as you just said.
Yeah, and it's not like to say you can run back to his dad for his dad to say, bro, Boom, boom, boom.
My dad don't know.
Dad don't know
Yeah,
nothing.
don't know a
nothing,
thing.
yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're in a
Yeah.
rock and a hard place.
Yeah, don't know a thing. So
So where do we go from there then?
then I terminated my contract.
With Millwall.
With how long left? A couple months left.
4 months left. This is in January because
just
I
put
even had a
with-
situation with Dagenham and Redbridge where they were going to take me on loan.
Yeah.
But that fell through because John Still's a weirdo.
Okay.
Brought me in. It was a loan. Like they said to me, we want to take him on loan. Cool. Go to the training ground. Going through the whole media thing.
Yeah.
Train with the team day one, and then after I go to John, I'm like, yo, when am I signing the paperwork? I was like, oh, yeah, secretary's just getting it together. We'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Left, feeling good, trained well. Come in the next day, train again after training. So am I gonna sign the paperwork?
Yeah.
I was like, we'll give it a few days.
Huh?
Basically,
What was you waiting for?
I wasn't waiting for anything.
No, not you. I said, what was he waiting for?
I think he basically, I don't know what the communication was, but Wayne Burnett, who's now at Spurs, brought me in, loved me off. He was trying to push for me he even got my shirt printed.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he got my shirt printed. He gave me the number, I think it was 18 or 19 or whatever, 19. But I don't know what it was about still. He was just moving sideways. So obviously I spoke to Scott and Millwall and it was like, they're not serious, just come back. And then it was after that, because I'd been Ebbs Fleet and then they wanted to take me on loan. So then I went back to Millwall and they were like, yeah, just come back. So fast forwarding back to me terminating my deal, bro, it's mad because I had to sit down with the club manager and the chief exec of Millwall Football Club and basically negotiate my release from the club at 19 by
That's
myself.
big still.
I mean, it's
Was it straightforward or were they trying
Did
to?
they make it? No, no.
They
Did
obviously
they
done
make
me
it
dirty.
straightforward?
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what
what I'm trying to say.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's why, did they make it straightforward?
I got 2 months pay, but it was a mutual termination. So really,
They should have paid out the whole 4 then, innit?
Yeah.
should have paid out the whole 4. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I signed for a team in the Swedish Prem
Mm.
called Ljungskile. Again, some random guy. He was like, "This is a great opportunity for you. Great team, great league." Which, to be fair, I think the Swedish league is a fantastic league for young players.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Young in the sense of,
18 to 22,
okay.
but only if you're in the top division, and only if you're playing. If you're not playing and if you're not in the top division, forget about it. So yeah, went there, was playing well, was playing really well, but this team was in the middle of nowhere. And this is what I mean about agents. Like, they don't think. You're taking a man from South.
Yeah.
You're putting him in a village in Sweden. A village.
Were Luyung Shi? What do you call it?
Nah, just call them
What
LSK. Just LSK.
Okay, cool.
LSK.
The Swedish club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were they a top team?
Nah, they were a rubbish team.
What would
But
you
I
say?
didn't know they were a rubbish team.
What would you say? League 1, League 2, champ?
No, he said top,
Oh, they're in the top division.
Yeah. But
Oh, okay.
bottom end.
yeah.
Bottom end. Like,
No, but hear this. This is the crack.
go on.
They're top division when I'm going there, but they just got relegated to the second division.
When you left.
No, when I got there.
When
when
you
you
got
got there.
there.
When I
Because
was
remember
going
that
there,
season.
it starts different. You get me? So I'm all looking them up. I'm seeing Allsvenskan, which is the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then I get there now, and it's Superettan, which is the Championship, which is
Yeah.
probably the equivalent to like League 2.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the equivalent to League 2. Which again, it's not the worst, but you could play League 2 here. You don't need to go to Sweden to play League 2.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, go there. We went to Turkey on a pre-season tour, done my thing, negotiated my own contract with them.
Again.
Because the agent that took me there, I was like, this guy's not serious. Sacked him off. Negotiated my own contract with them. But again, the contract I signed was dumb. It was too long. There were no rescission clauses. There was no nothing in it.
Yeah.
But why would I know that? I'm 19 and I just want to play football.
Yeah.
So doing really well, doing my thing, bang goals. I did well against, it was a televised game against the biggest team in Sweden. And I badded it up differently. And then the phone starts ringing. So I'm like, okay, sick. I want to move. So I said to the club, I want to leave. I'm speaking to Hammarby and AIK. They're the two of the 3 biggest teams in Sweden with
Sweden,
Malmo.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to go Hammarby. Hammarby really wanted me. The club's asking for £1 million. bearing in mind like the economy in Sweden, for someone to move for £1 million it doesn't
dumb.
really happen.
Yeah, it's
It
dumb.
doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what the hell's going on with you? Like let me go.
Mm.
I did everything, man. I did interviews with the press. I
Didn't go train.
I didn't go. No, I went training. I always went training.
You
Always
did
went
never
training.
drop out training.
Never. I never dropped out training. Never missed training once. That's because that's affecting me. I'm not harming them.
Yeah.
I'm harming myself.
I mean yourself, yeah.
Yeah. But there was a game. I remember I was meant to fly back. Let's say I'm meant to fly back today, yeah? We had a game to play today. The club was a shambles. For some reason, there was bare stones on the pitch. So the game got called off and postponed to tomorrow. But my flight was today to go back to London after the game. So I was like, I'm going home. They're like, we're playing tomorrow. I said, I don't care. I'm going home. I ain't seen my family in 4 months.
Mm,
I ain't playing this game today because you lot decided to keep stones on the pitch.
of course.
I'm going home. And I remember the chairman, he pulled me. He was like, do not leave this town. I said, you mad? You're not my dad. That's what I said to him. I said, you're not my dad. And then the guy that was meant to take me to the airport, he was like, bro, they told me that if I take you to the airport, they're going to find me. I said, is it? Say no more. I met one guy, yeah, because there was only, I think I saw one black person in the town.
Yeah.
And because after that televised game, I was like a celeb in that little town, innit?
Obviously.
So he saw me out in the shops and he's like, bro, how are you? I saw the game, it was amazing. So take my number. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, I need a big favor from you, man. Can you take me to the airport? So he took me to the airport. I flew back to England. And it was all in the press, like I've gone AWOL. I've gone AWOL. So that was the start of a lot of problems.
Obviously.
For me.
Obviously.
There's just I don't even know where to go. Like there's so much happened over there. But basically, I wasn't ready to go to that place.
Of course.
And
it's evident.
And this brings me to, I don't want to jump the gun because we'll get there shortly, but there's a situation with one of our players that moved in January. I thought he should go to a certain club, but because of how I work with my clients and the involvement with their families and their parents, his mum said to me simply, my son can't go to France. And he didn't go to France. But if she wasn't involved, if they weren't involved in that decision-making process, he would have been in France and he might not have done as well. I think he would have, but he would have done well, but he definitely wouldn't have done as well as he's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this geezer sent me to the middle of nowhere. I didn't even speak Swedish. There were no black people in that town. The food was horrible. They didn't know how to deal with a guy from, do you know what I mean? We're energetic, we're boisterous, do you know what I mean? We're cut rough.
We're different.
Yeah, we're different still.
Especially to them.
So I'm grilling man on the training pitch and like, calm down. I'm like, what?
What do you mean, calm down?
Man,
they're not like that.
Yeah.
Them Swedish man.
And even if I'm missing a chance, I'm like, do you know what I mean? They're all like, because for me, it's life or death. This is the difference between me remaining where we came from or changing my whole life.
Yeah.
Whereas for them, it's like, we can pick up a little bit of change, but
of course.
life is cool in Sweden. We only have to worry about the bears. Do you know what I mean? So it was too mad. It was too mad.
So what was the destination after that scuppered?
Well,
how did you get out?
I stupidly thought I could force a move to this team in Stockholm.
Yeah.
Which I obviously couldn't. We terminated my contract. There was a clause that I can't sign for another team in Scandinavia for 2 years, 4 transfer windows.
Oh.
Hold on. Whoa. That was in the contract that you signed?
To leave, yeah.
To leave.
To leave.
Oh.
So then I was meant to sign for Orient, but my international clearance wouldn't come through. They were holding on to it. So then I went to play for, they told me to go play for Met Police.
Yeah.
To keep ticking over.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mate, I loved it there, boy. It was fun, man. It's
Well,
the first
Met
time I
Police.
played, it's the first time I played football and I had fun in maybe 6
The
years.
enjoyment's come back.
Enjoyment. Loving it.
Yeah.
And obviously I know that I'm going into Orient. And then, bang, October 15th, 2013, that whole thing just came crashing down.
Was it October 15th or 13th?
October 13th.
Sorry, you know what? I just know it's as October.
So
I don't
October
actually know the
13th.
date.
October
But,
13th,
yeah. 2013.
2013.
Yeah. So now you just said
Wait,
it.
what did you say?
I just said October.
No, it's
15th.
October 15th, 2013.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I didn't know the date. I said October 2013.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
actually know the actual specific date.
October 15th, 2013.
But, okay, so now you've said it October 2013. How did that day start?
But so in Sweden,
Yeah.
the first day I landed, I collapsed after the press conference. on the training pitch.
Yeah.
Like I blacked out. And I remember like just opening my eyes and everyone was around me. And these men are looking at me like, wow, man, I just got here. Like, what's wrong with him? And so I got up and carried on training. They were like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I got up and carried on training. And then I spoke to the physios after and they were like, oh, you're probably not used to the temperature. It was like -12.
Oh.
So it was freezing. So they were like, you're probably not used to the temperature, whatever. So that was the first instance. And then another instance, I was doing extras and I was just like, I couldn't breathe. It was mad. But we trained at altitude. So again, like, I thought maybe it was something to do with altitude, but my guy, his name's Lalo, like him and his wife took me in like their son. They really looked after me.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like you need to go we'll take you to the doctors. Went to the doctors, did an asthma test. They said I got asthma. So
They said you got asthma?
yeah, so I got asthma. But then the thing carried on. It kept going. After I had this madness where I went AWOL, the first game back, I was in bits. So, the doctor referred me to a heart scan in Stockholm for like 4 weeks' time. Which, when I know what I know now, it's mad that they wanted me to wait 4 weeks. But
I was just about to say,
that's a long time.
It's crazy.
It's a long time.
But within that period of time, I'd obviously left the club, terminated my deal, and I was back in England. So when I got back to England, on the day that this happened, October 15th, I went to the doctors in the morning, the GP, and I was like, I was meant to have a heart scan in Sweden. This is the situation. She took my pulse, she took my blood pressure. So I was like, you're young, you're fit, your pulse is like 39. You don't need a heart scan.
Yeah.
I was like, trust me, I do. She was like, trust me, you don't. I was like, I need a scan. They were going to give it to me. She said, okay, we'll give you a chest x-ray. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the next day, I meant to have the chest x-ray, but the same day of the game, I feel weird that morning anyway. And I remember driving to the game with the manager at the time, and he's like, "You alright, mate? Like, you seem a bit out of it."
You were driving or he was
He
driving?
was driving.
He was driving, okay.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." I obviously told him I was meant to have a heart scan, but whatever. And in the warming up, and again, I just feel out of it. It's weird. Like, I just knew something wasn't right, but I didn't know what wasn't right.
Yeah.
And in the warm-up, I'm warming up, and again, like, I'm getting short of breath. So I remember I had to take a knee, and I was just checking out for breath. I felt dizzy. And one of the guys that was in the car with us going to the game, he was like, "Mate, it's only a friendly. Like, just don't play, innit? If you're not feeling all right, don't
Knock it on
play."
the head, mate.
Yeah,
knock on the head, brother. But I'm like, nah, I'm here, innit? My boots are on, I'm on the pitch, I'm playing. And literally, first 10 minutes, but I always used to blow for like the first 5-10 minutes of a game. But this one was mad. And I'm thinking, raw, like, I think I had wings and chips that week still. I was thinking it was the wings and chips.
The old...
Anyone from South, and New Cross says perfect. Yo, perfect. Joke thing.
Man said he had the wings and chips. He's
listen.
thinking it just blow him up.
Pre-season binge.
Let me shout out perfect, yeah, because the wings at perfect. Yeah, it's all in the name.
The
Anyway,
season right.
yo, spicy and crispy, spicy. It's moist as well. The chips are salty. Anyway,
See, mother can taste them all now.
I can taste it right now.
You can
Still.
taste it right now.
So yeah, I'm thinking, right, I'm just blowing, and then it gets to like 15-20 minutes, and I remember one of the players played me a through ball, and it went off the pitch, and I remember turning around, like, I was just bollocking him. I was like, bro, like, come on, like, what are you doing? And I remember turning around. I'm feeling how I felt then now.
I can see it in your eyes.
Like, I'm remembering it.
I can see it in your eyes.
I'm
Like, you're
feeling it, bro.
retracking it. I can see it in your eyes.
Man. And I'm making my way back to the centre circle, and I remember, like, my chest is so tight, beating heavy, and I started to get dizzy. It's like everything happened in stages, but it happened very quickly. So it's like, couldn't breathe, chest was tight, started to get dizzy, I couldn't see.
But it's one after the other.
One after the other.
Like, bang, 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 bang. It's not like, okay, now you can't see, now you can't breathe.
No, it's like everything's
It's
just
like,
happening.
yeah, like dominoes. Bang, 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 bang,
And that's
bang.
just by and you're just walking back to the centre.
No, but at this
circle
point, I'm standing still, and I'm like trying to catch my breath, and I'm trying to signal to my teammate, and this was the finisher. tried to say to my teammate, yo, get the physio. Like, I'm out of breath. Like, get the physio. And boom, collapsed.
You don't remember nothing from there.
I couldn't speak. I tried to speak. I couldn't speak.
You're
Collapsed. Woke up in hospital.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna give you the heart scan.
Now they're gonna give me the heart
Now
scan.
he's gonna get the heart scan.
Now you're gonna wanna know.
Yeah, now they're gonna want. Yeah.
Now I need the heart scan.
So you go into the hospital.
Yeah. My family are all there. Like, they come. And obviously my mom's panicking. Dad's panicking. Like,
Of course.
I'm just like, yo, what's going on? I don't feel right. And I just remember the doctors basically saying I had a heart attack. And then they were like, nah, you had a cardiac arrest. And I'm like,
You're thinking,
it's
whoa.
the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, your heart stopped. Your heart stopped for 15 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
That long?
Yeah.
Wow.
1-5.
So you actually dead for 15 minutes.
Heart stopped for 15 minutes. And
Wow.
then they just ran bare tests on me. They moved me from Darren Valley Hospital, which is in Dartford, to St Thomas's in Westminster.
Yeah.
Westminster, yeah.
And then
My hospital.
I was there for like
Local.
a month. Local. Trust
Local
me.
hospital. Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Beckett.
I was
Shout out.
born there.
Shout out
My hospital.
Beckett Ward.
Yeah, see, Beckett.
Local
Beckett
hospital.
wards. They looked
Before
after me.
congestion charge came in. Yeah, yeah.
They looked after me still.
Yeah.
But yeah, just ran bare tests, and then I had another test, and I remember they came in, like, the tests I had, were mad.
Yeah.
How long have I got?
You got time. You got at least another 30, 35,
The
40.
tests that I had in that hospital were mad. It was like setting from a horror movie.
Like that.
Kid you not. The worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
Wow.
And this is tests.
The test and the procedure were the worst pains I've ever felt in my life. So, first test was an echocardiogram, which is basically look into your heart. That was calm.
Yeah.
The second test was a CT scan. Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
Let
yeah.
me tell you about the CT scan, bro. Oh my days. You lie on the bed. Your hands are like together here. Yeah. And they put a cannula into a vein in your hand because they need to put the dye into your blood.
Yeah.
When I say, can I get that bottle?
Go for it.
The two canisters, that have the dye in it are equivalent to, there's two, so they're a little bit bigger than this, into one small tube, into your vein,
All of that's going into you.
fast,
So all of that, them two tubes.
into my hand.
And you're feeling it going to you.
Bro,
You must feel it.
I felt like my hand was going to burst.
Genius.
And do you know what the maddest thing is? The maddest thing is they tell you not to move. They say, if you move, we have to do this again.
Yeah.
So you're going through excruciating pain and you're having to stay still. Disgusting. That was number one. Number two is they put a camera through my groin, into my vein, through my stomach, into my heart. And I was awake for the whole
Say
thing.
that.
Did you
again.
feel all that?
Say that.
No, you heard what I said.
Say that again.
No, you heard what I said.
Man said grain to belly.
Yeah.
What's that? Feel like a tube or like a wire or what?
Yeah.
Do you
So
know
they've
this guy
got-
like died? What?
I know. Hold on. How did that work then? Does it go through?
They put a hole in your groin. They put,
Side of your groin. Yeah. Now I'm getting it.
they put, there's like a tube.
A little thin tube, yeah.
Yeah, like a tube, and in that tube there's a camera and like an electrical thing.
Yeah.
They pass that through your vein. It's one of your major veins or arteries or whatever into your heart. Pass it through, right? So they numb this area. I didn't feel them.
Messing with your
You,
grain.
you feel it, but it doesn't hurt.
All right.
It's just weird. You're like, okay, cool. I can deal with that. But the thing is, you're awake
Yeah.
and you're watching it. You're lying here and you're watching it on a camera. So you're watching the thing go in on a camera. So I know when it's in. I can't feel it, but I know when it's in. I can't feel it in the vein in my leg.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I feel a madness in my stomach. It's like a little pinch. Then it's like a mad pain in my stomach, and I can see the thing on the camera going through my stomach. You're watching pain being inflicted on your body, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's disgusting. And then it gets into your heart. They're doing whatever they're doing in your heart. Cool. When it gets there, I can't feel anything until they start pacing it.
Yeah.
So imagine you're sitting still, but your heart is beating like you've just run a 1,500 meter race, but you're lying still, and your heart's beating mad fast. They're doing it with the electric thing, so
Oh, damn it.
they're making
all right,
it
cool.
pulse like that. And then they got to pull the thing back through your belly
And come out.
through your groin. Disgusting. Immense pain.
And how many times do you have to get that done?
Once, thank God.
Thank God.
But the CT scan is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. The worst. And then the operation, well, the procedure, because they didn't know exactly what was wrong.
What was wrong? Yeah.
But what made them do the procedure, listen to this. They go to me, we need to see what your heart does when it's under stress. So I'm like, okay, where's this going? They say, we want you to do a stress test on a treadmill.
Run.
Bearing in mind, yeah, you've just told me my heart stopped beating.
You think I really want to be running?
You want me to get on a treadmill? I said, I'm not doing it. They were like, we really need you to do it. Somehow, after like 4 or 5 hours of persuasion, I did it. Do you know what their consolation was to me? This is the safest place for you to have a cardiac arrest.
The hospital.
Hold on. That was the consolation.
This is the safest place for
They
you.
haven't even
Don't tell me nothing.
They haven't even reassured you on
Bro,
that.
just
They
don't
say,
tell me
just
nothing.
don't. Yeah.
Just don't tell me
This is
nothing.
the
innit? Let me
safest
just
place.
do the thing.
And
Don't
if it
tell me
happens,
nothing.
it happens. Just
Yeah,
don't tell me.
nothing. Because
It's mad.
I'm already thinking, like, you're already telling me that I can have a next one.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
Is that what you're telling me?
It's crazy.
At any point, did any thought run through your mind that I might not play football again, or I need to get back out in the field, or
Yeah.
because you just, as you said, you just started to enjoy the football. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now this has happened.
But I knew.
You knew.
As soon as it happened, you knew.
I knew, man.
You knew it was done.
I
What,
knew.
like that?
You know, in like, I don't know, like,
You didn't have that thought pattern. Yeah, bro, I can
Nah.
come back
I
and
knew.
I'll be stronger than I was before. You know that
I knew.
old mentality.
What year was
Yeah.
the Fabrice thing?
2012.
2012, innit?
Yeah.
So yours is after.
Just before.
Did that play on your mind as well because of what happened to him?
I can't remember if I was thinking about that.
Well, I don't
But
think
what I
he would have
know-
been.
What I know is that
Like, that was a big thing at the time, innit?
It
massive.
was, but I'm saying it wasn't. If
Huh?
you no, if
Nah,
you know,
massive.
no.
I
I
think
I'll tell you why it wasn't.
on,
Why
go
I
on,
say it
go
wasn't.
on.
It wasn't. Of course, it was massive.
Yeah.
A man literally died on a football pitch, and if it wasn't for the doctor being
Yeah.
in there, he would have dead. Yeah, but the reality of it was it big. What is there major heart things going on because of Fabrice, or does
there
Fabrice?
is, but you wouldn't know.
No, but
I'm saying-
he's just fresh at the time because it's only up to a year or just after. So anything
Yeah.
that's heart related, you're thinking, yo, hold on a second, what's going on here?
No, I get that.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna think I want to get back out in the field, but you're gonna be thinking, I swear my man didn't. He's not playing football no more
Yeah.
because of what just happened. So automatically panic mode hit that I might not. So I get it why he says
No,
yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? I get it.
Yeah.
But I always look at the fact that with a man like him and what happened to him, it should be like, what's that? What's the racism thing that they have?
Kick it out.
Kick it out.
But
It
with
should be as big as kick it out.
Yeah.
I hear you.
No,
it
but
should be.
because of
Because
bro,
it's
do you
not
know
as-
how many kids?
It's not as common,
Bro, do you know how many kids have died
Of course.
because of their hearts? And I'm talking in the academies. So you have got tested. Things have been done, but they haven't been able to detect it. Do you get what I mean? And I'm saying this isn't something that we can talk about and say, oh, a flyby. It should be big like that. It's your heart.
Did they give you any information to say that if it could have been spotted before it happened, or was
I
it
know
just,
it could have been spotted, which is why I set up my charity.
Yeah, we're gonna get onto that.
See,
in a
and that's
second.
another thing. See what
Yeah.
you just said.
Yeah,
I know it could have been spotted.
So that's why I'm saying this could be bigger.
yeah.
Because of what happened to Fabrice, and it was on TV. The Fabrice thing was on TV. He was
Yeah.
playing. It was
Playing
a
live, it was live.
FA
Yeah,
Cup
it was
game. It was
Tottenham, yeah.
live. Man saw him drop, and then they cut the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you knew it was massive. So I'm saying we have things like that. This is where these things are supposed to propel and help the other. So it's mandatory
Yeah. I get you.
that all the kids at a particular age, maybe from 12 upwards, get tested every year.
I think it's
To see, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like how it works or how their heart's doing during this. Because some of these youths, they're not used to this. 5 times a week working. Do you get what I mean? Like, so I always feel like that in particular things. You know how I said when we
Yeah,
was
of course.
talking about Black Lives Matter
Of
and all
course,
those
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Like, I'm hard on these things because it's like you can go out there and kick it out. And kick it out's been out there for the last, 20 years, 15 years.
25.
So why can't we, why is there not Heart Foundation? the British Heart Foundation, and they're being publicised and there's being more work done. But that's just me.
No,
I'm just a dad.
I get you.
I always say that. I'm just a dad.
Of course.
Yeah, just got an opinion. You know what I mean? That's all I am. Yeah, I'm not telling no one to do nothing.
Father giving the order.
That's all I'm saying.
So what was the outcome of all those tests that you took?
The outcome was they couldn't pinpoint exactly what was wrong with me, but they knew something was wrong, so they did a procedure to put a device in me to monitor my heart.
Yeah. Like pace monitor.
Yeah. No, it's called a reveal device.
Okay.
And then 6 months later.
I just was going to ask how long.
6 months later, I had another incident in my mum's house in the bathroom. Sunday morning. And thankfully my brother was home, because if he wasn't home, boy, I don't know if we'd be sitting there right now.
Could have been nuts.
I don't know if we'd be sitting there right now, to be fair.
That deep?
Yeah, it was mad.
You passed that again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
Wow.
9 minutes. So this, obviously the monitor read what happened, and I was taken to hospital, and I had an operation to input a pacemaker into my heart, which I've got in now. I've had it for, time flies, you know. I've had it for 6 years.
Wow.
6 years now.
And no lapses since then?
No, I'm good, man.
Wow.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm healthy.
Yeah, healthy.
Yeah.
So how did you take, so obviously you kind of knew that the road is, you're coming to the end of the road. So
coming. The road's done.
The road's done. Yeah, you're coming. Yeah, it's done.
No,
yeah,
I'm a bit stiff, but
it's true.
I'm a bit stiff, but it's not like you've been in that. You've been there.
Yeah,
You've been
because
thinking
a touchy
about
subject.
it.
I'm trying to be as nice as possible. It's true.
done.
No, but
The road's done.
I'm
The road's done.
You know me. I'm a bit straight. Sometimes I have to allow my things still.
But the road's done. How
hurt.
did you?
Yeah,
It touched me still.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
It touched me because you're like, you've worked so long and so hard to achieve something that millions of kids worldwide want to achieve.
Yeah.
You get into that 1%, and you're striving to get into that 0.5%, and then through no fault of your own, it's taken away from you. Do you know what I mean? It was tough to deal with, man, because it's then the questions you're asking yourself of, this is all I know. So what does my life look like for the next 40 years?
Yeah.
What am I going to do in my life? I don't know what to do. Am I going to get a job? Am I going to work here? Am I going to work in an office? And then you start to look at the aspect of your identity. Because like we said, I played football from the age of 5. So everybody knew me as
The footballer.
And I remember lying in my bed thinking, what am I going to be known as now? That's probably the saddest thing. Because my first thought was, what am I going to be known as now? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think there needs to be such an onus on making these young players know that you're humans first and players second. Do you know what I mean? And that's a message in that I give to all of my clients. That's a messaging that we have across the board. It's a messaging that we have because I know what it's like if you don't make it, which I think all of our players will, but if your career doesn't go the way you think it will, you need to know that your self-worth isn't determined by the level you play at.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, that was really tough to deal with. I think I struggled a lot, man, for 2-3 years with identity, with self-worth, with a whole load of stuff, you know? But eventually I was able to come full circle and, you know, running my charity, which has done work with the Premier League to educate young players on cardiac health issues.
Which I need.
We implemented screenings in youth clubs and youth centres. We've donated defibrillators. We've made sure that the screening process is a lot more regimented with the PFA and the FA. So we achieved a lot.
See, these are the things, though. And it's you, Fabrice, it's people like you that have allowed these things to happen because obviously people weren't looking at it from that perspective. Me, even as a dad, like, not thinking, my son's going to have a heart problem.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Well, you wouldn't because he's fit.
Exactly.
And healthy.
Exactly.
You know?
But there's always underlying issues that you might not know about.
Of course.
That's what happened with you.
Like my condition, like now, I box 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And I play football with my friends like once a week. I can do that now because I'm not as fit as I was. So listen to how mad my condition is. The fitter I am, the more dangerous it is for me.
Really?
And I get that.
Yeah, I'm getting,
I get that.
Because the harder your heart has to work,
yeah.
your heart is more muscular.
Of course.
You know,
there's pressure on it as well.
Yeah. So I can do those things now. I can kick ball. I can box.
But it's at a
steady pace.
Yeah.
You know.
You pace yourself.
Yeah.
How did you? Obviously, we're gonna get onto what you are now, what you represent now. Yeah. Why we got the ambiance in the room now? You understand?
You know the cologne. You know.
But how did you process? Like as time was going on, years going by.
Yeah.
You're seeing some of your friends are progressing, some have dropped out. How did you handle it?
It was hard. It was hard, really hard. And it wasn't until I came full circle within myself and I was comfortable within myself and I knew who I was.
But to get to there, I'm sure there must have been a few stumbling blocks and
to say the least.
Said, bruv. Like, you know when a man says bruv, you know what time it is. Yeah. I said bruv. Yeah? Know what I'm talking about.
Because the charity's called Heart for More, right?
Yeah, Heart for More Foundation.
So how, in terms of that, you setting up the charity, I'm not saying that was a smoke screen for you to deal with stuff internally.
It was a coping mechanism for sure.
Yeah.
100% it was a coping mechanism. At the time, I didn't know it was, but looking back, I know it was. And I'm actually in the process of closing the charity down.
Okay.
Because we've achieved what I set out to achieve.
Yeah.
I set out to educate football. I set out to educate communities.
Yeah.
We've worked with over 100,000 people. We've donated over 100 defibrillators. We've saved over 5 lives.
That's great.
We've done work in Nigeria, South Africa,
That's proper.
England, Austria.
That's proper.
Like everything has a season, and that was what I needed to do at that time to impact the world in my own little way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've since done that. So yeah,
that's a big.
No, but that's amazing.
No, that's. I mean, I don't know
when
how.
You can say you save 5 lives.
Yeah.
I've created 5 lives, but I don't know about saving 5 like that. You know, like I don't know about that. So that's amazing for me.
Yeah,
but
that's amazing.
I know you're looking to close it down, but wouldn't it be? Is there a possibility of like kind of handing it over? Because
no, I'm a control freak.
No, that's my baby. I get that.
It needs to be done how I want it to be done.
I get you. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's my baby.
Fair enough.
Get that.
Forget. But I'll revisit it 100%. But I can't let somebody, because I tried to let some other people run it.
Yeah, it didn't work.
And it just wasn't the level that it needed to be.
So now you've digested that you're not playing football.
Yeah.
Anyone can easily either rear off, go and find another profession, but you've decided to stay in football.
Yeah.
But obviously go a different route. Why?
It's so funny because the role that I have now, I didn't even want to do it.
Really?
You're lying.
That's a lie.
You're lying.
Swear to God.
You're lying. You've been doing it from 19.
Yeah.
No, sorry. You've been doing it from 15.
No, what? Being an 8? Oh.
He just clocked on. He just clocked on.
You've not. The fact that you
lying.
knew. The fact that you knew
People,
what my man was doing
listen,
to you.
He's lying, Jew.
You were destined for it.
No.
Destined.
Listen.
He's lying,
From when my man.
His flow
listen,
pattern.
Yeah.
People, you need to listen to the whole of this pod to understand what we're saying and where we're coming from.
My man said at 15, you sacked my man.
No, forget that.
Hold on, wait.
You're going too forward. This is what I tell you all the time. You go forward too quick.
Let's see what he's got, because he's on one now.
He's phoned the head of recruitment to ask for a meeting first and foremost.
Yeah, because he was told to do that.
I was the head of academy.
Head of the academy.
He was told to do that though.
Yeah, but he's done it.
But he was
not
told
the agent,
to do it.
Not the agent.
The agent told him to do it.
Not the agent.
It was.
No, but I've said it's not the agent that's made the call.
Yeah.
He's made the call.
But he doesn't know no better, so the agent told him to do it and he's done it.
He's gone into a meeting at 15.
Yeah. Because the agent told him to do it.
Oh, wait.
There's a reason why I said 15. I'm going to let this guy land. Go on.
My man's got kicked out.
Who? The agent? Yeah.
All of a sudden, is that my man negotiating a 5-year deal?
Are you negotiating it, or has my man come along and kind of
Where's it come from?
Give it to me still.
Where's it come from?
To you.
Took what I was given.
Because but listen to me. Yeah, I've heard what he had to say.
All right,
yeah?
go on.
And that's
Go on.
what he's from.
Go
but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, at the age of 15 or 16, he sacked off my man.
Yeah.
Because big man, you're not doing what you're meant to be
The
doing.
job.
So already,
The mindset.
what he's doing is processing. Then where it's really kicked in
Go on.
at 18, 19, he's sitting down with the chief exec, and is it Kenny Jackett? And he's negotiating, and he's saying, "Yo, listen."
Yeah, that's massive for me.
So how many 19-year-olds right now are
that's
doing
massive.
that?
No,
No 19-year-olds are doing that.
They wouldn't even want to.
They ain't got the balls for it.
They
They're letting
wouldn't
my
even
man,
want to.
They're letting X and Y go and deal with
No,
it.
Dad, Mum, could you?
Yeah.
Could you?
Can you get someone?
No.
It is. Can you get
Could
someone?
you phone the club?
Oh, cool.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, could you talk to the club?
Let's be honest. Nowadays, it's like, where can you get my agent to? Because more times, some of these don't even want to chat to the unless they've got like a good relationship, like a brother relationship, or like a father son type relationship, or like as you said, you got a good relationship with the family.
Yeah.
More time, they just want to wake up and go and see the P's in the account, or do you know what I'm saying? Instagram's popping, you know. Or link up with the man and Dior.
Hey, that's
You know what it was there?
I love my co-host, you know where
Huh?
the Dior.
The Dior.
You understand?
So what made you? You said you didn't want to do it. Why? What made you go that route?
Necessity. I
Yeah.
was approached by a few agencies.
Okay.
Had no interest, like I said, but a good friend of mine's Hector Bellerin.
Oh, okay.
And the way the thing was set up around me, Heck, my friend S, who owns Be Engaged,
Okay.
and his original agent Albert, it was like I just naturally gravitated to being in that kind of role as part of that like management setup. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and I got involved and I enjoyed it, and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give it a crack.
All right.
Gave it a crack. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. Spoke to Albert. I was like, yo, we need to formulate something because I need to learn. Show me what to do. And then he was going through a transitional phase. He's got some real good talent now. But at that point in time, I was going through a transitional phase. He couldn't give me what I needed to evolve.
Yeah.
And then an opportunity came around to join Base Soccer. And at the time, I didn't really know much about the industry, but I knew they were a big name. So I joined them. And my thought process was always be there for a couple of years and then do your own thing.
Yeah.
Because for me, ownership is very, very important.
Yeah.
Especially where we come from. So
100%.
I did that and I lasted for 6 months there
Lasted. Why do you say lasted?
because I decided to leave.
You did.
I decided to leave because
You wanted ownership. You wanted to do your own person.
not even that, you know, bro.
What? Within 6 months?
Not even that.
Speeding up his thing.
You know, more time. Go on.
I just very quickly understood because I like to learn, innit? Like I'll take any opportunity to learn. Even now, I think in any industry, if you've been in it for between 5 to 7 years, you're still an amateur. And at the turn of this year, it'll be 4 years that I've been an agent.
Okay.
So I'm still a baby in this. I'm still an amateur. Although I'm very confident in my abilities and I know I'm very good, I'm still an amateur. So at the time, I wasn't leaving there thinking, right, not at all. I'm busting out. It was a thing of a lot of you guys are rubbish at your jobs. So I'm not actually learning a lot from a lot of you. The guys that I can learn from, I don't agree with the way you work. There's a ceiling here because you don't really want me to succeed and make a lot of money for myself. What you want me to do is give you access to the players that you could never recruit in a month of Sundays and make money off of them. Why the hell would I do that?
Yeah.
So I left.
Makes
4 years
sense.
later, you're here.
Yeah. Well, 3.5 years later.
Three and a half. So how did you get into it for leaving there? How did the car start moving?
How was the transition?
Yeah.
What was the
Peak.
transition
It was
for
peak
yourself?
because nobody knew who I was.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of the players. I because my charity, like I was getting into the clubs, all the young boys knew who I was,
Okay.
and they still know who I am. Do you know what I mean? But what I've quickly noticed is a player rating you as someone who they think is cool versus a player rating you as somebody who they think
Gonna
can
represent
elevate their career.
It's two different things.
Two different things. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough. It was really hard. Everybody wants to sign their best players, but it's very difficult to do that when you start out. So you have to identify players that you believe in, that you think you can help elevate, and that's what I had to. That's how I had to start. And I did well with some of them.
Do you remember your first player?
Yeah, but I don't.
No, you won't. Yeah, I'm not asking to say.
Yeah,
but you remember your first player?
do.
The first player you got to sign. Remember him?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you deal with?
He doesn't know he was my first player, so I can say he wasn't good.
All right.
How do you?
But how long did it last? Did you last? Did you give him the mandatory 2 years, or was it only a year? Or
I'm loyal in it, so even now, while I'm going through a transitional period, there are players that will not hit the heights that they want to, and that I would have wanted them to, and they don't fit the mold of where my company is moving to. But if I've made that commitment to you, I'll help you for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I chose to make that commitment to you, and you chose to allow me to represent you.
That, yeah.
So, like, I don't take for granted being on these boys' journeys, because it's a big thing. I don't think a lot of agents realize how big it is for a person to say, I want you to be my agent. It's such a big responsibility, you know? So yeah, I'll always stand by them, 100%.
Okay.
100%. So yeah, it was difficult at the beginning. Got a few small wins here and there. I identified women's football as an industry that was going to grow very quickly, and I quickly asserted myself in that field as a dominant agent. I've got 4, soon to be 5, female clients, and every single one of them is a senior women's England international. Nikita Parris, one of the best forwards in the world. Kira Walsh, for me, the best number 4 in England, one of the best number 4s in Europe, and one of the best number 4s in the world. Demi Stokes, best left back in the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we've got top players. And I think when players see you doing deals, they're like, right, my man can actually
Do something.
do something. Do you know what I mean? So that's just how it's really grown.
Since we're reeling off names, yeah, reeling off names, you are a representative of a Premier League player, an England
2
youth.
actually.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
See the cheek sometimes that my co-host does.
sorry, sir. Sorry.
The
No
research
offense.
weren't strong enough.
Sorry. No, the second one must be recent though.
To be fair, they got relegated to the champ.
Allow me, man. You're on me today, big man. Allow it.
They got
But
relegated.
anyway, the first one, yeah,
The one they know of.
the one they know of. Can I reveal, or shall we?
Yeah,
just,
you can reveal, please.
Tariq Lamptey,
Yeah.
the young boy.
Yeah.
Young boy that might go Euros.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
How do you or how do you deal with him in terms of you're his agent? Yes, but do you also see how do you deal if you were to see the
How do you
Toby
deal with
of
the flame?
15? How do you deal with that?
If Tariq was acting like I acted when I was 15,
Like do you sometimes or with some of the young
But he's
players,
a different you, isn't he?
he is
Yeah.
completely
No, but he's
different
such
to
a.
how
I've
I
heard
was
he's
when I
such a
was 15.
calm, kind of level-headed you.
Tariq is the
but with
complete
your young
opposite
boys,
to
is
me.
it easy to deal with that because you lived that and you were that, or is it?
Yeah, I see myself because I went through as a schoolboy. I went through every stage that you can go through as a schoolboy. I went through the player that thought he was cold but wasn't really doing it. The player that almost got released. The player that was a hot property and was really, really wanted. The player that was playing 4 years above his age group. The player that made his debut young. I was all of those players, so I can relate to all of them.
Yeah.
And speak to them as somebody on that level. Like one of my players now, he is an exceptionally gifted player, and his biggest flaw is that he beats himself up.
That's my you.
I got that.
So,
I've got a son
so
like
like, so,
Yeah,
so
that's-
he
that's-
is his worst
that's
enemy.
Josh.
No, I got my son like. My
He,
son's that.
he,
Josh is definitely that.
yeah,
100.
he can be anything he wants to be.
Yeah.
Anything.
But it's
But
his belief
it's
pattern.
No, he believes it. He's just so hard on himself to the point where it affects his game. Do
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been there because I've been that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can relate to them on every level, really.
Really.
For real.
But T is nothing like how I was when I was 15. Thankfully.
It just seems like
What's
a
the
calm
what's
you.
the pros and cons on having someone whose ceiling is just growing and growing and growing?
There are no cons when they're as level-headed as he is, and when his family are as level-headed as they are. But if they weren't like that, then there's a whole lot of cons, like friends, friends gassing you, family getting excited. You know, those are some cons, but I'm so lucky that I don't face them with him at all.
That's big.
You know, he's just success or failure here. How do I get better? Every time, what do you think I could have done better? You know, that's just
why
what
he's
it's like.
improving.
That's why he's improving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you can see it on the football pitch.
And if you ask him, and I know players say it a lot all the time, and then behind closed doors, they're gassed. If I was to call him now and say, okay, cool, let's talk about the first quarter of the season, how do you think it's gone? He'll tell me it's been all right, but I need to do better. Like there's a lot more to come.
That's what he'll say.
Yeah. And he'll mean it. He's not like a humble thing. He actually means it.
But I love that. I love that because there's no ceiling for him.
Yeah.
And if there is a ceiling, it's very glass.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So he'll mash it to go to the next bit
Yeah.
and to keep on raising his thing. So,
You have to remember this is a young man that the cards have always been stacked against him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been fighting since the age of 10, 9 at this club where he got a scholar late, he got a pro late. Man are saying he's too small. Man are saying he can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do. Yo, this guy's been defying the odds for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Differently. And now he's doing it on the biggest stage in the world. I need to respect what T's doing, you know.
Nah,
I need to respect what he's doing.
T's, for me, he's one of the brightest lights out there.
Definitely.
Under that age group.
Definitely.
That
It's
21
just a
age
shame that his position is it's a healthy position.
It is.
It's too healthy.
It is very
Well,
healthy.
not a shame in terms of he could emulate or either overtake the ones who are in front of him if
But he
injury or drop
listen,
of form, anything's possible.
I think there
potential's
isn't the thing is, I was thinking about this the other day. They got so much talent in that right back.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's
It's a sick joke,
bro.
That must be the most stacked position England have ever had.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
But not one of them can do what T does.
But they all got
What
different
would you say that is?
individual.
He's such a threat offensively.
Yeah,
He's such a threat offensively that he'll pin back the opposition's left side.
yeah, I get that.
He
Because
might
he's
not have the
pacing.
delivery of Trent or delivery of Reece, but this is the thing, because of how Brighton are playing him, you're not really seeing his defensive capabilities. I've never seen him get beat.
No.
In 4 years, I've never seen him get beat 1v1. Not once. Like, you don't get beat 1v1. So, yes, he can defend. Yes, he can attack. Cool, his delivery might not be Trent or Reece James, but you're talking about world-class deliveries.
Yeah.
But Reece or Trent can't get forward how he can get forward.
So it's a bit no, but it's like that, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm
So,
saying?
and
So
then
if we're
you've
looking
got-
at
and then you
balance,
add in Trippier.
yeah, but
No,
Trips
but
is-
I'm saying you
he's
add
done
it
that,
in,
man.
then you add in Walker, then you add in Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
No, we're just saying.
Then
in
you
the
add in
sense
Max
of-
Aarons as well. Max Aarons has to be in the
Max
conversation.
Aarons, no, it's so
It's strong.
for
It's a
one
strong
position.
force.
Eight players.
For
Strong.
one
8 good
position,
players.
we can
Strong.
talk about 8 man
Yeah.
that can easily slot in that number 2.
Yeah.
Do you get
And
what
they
I
can
mean?
play. They can all play.
Yeah.
They can all play.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And that's what makes it a little bit. But as he said, he's been defying the odds all the way, even down to playing for England.
He'll play for England. T will play for England.
I believe that.
If he wants to, he'll play for England. I don't know what he wants to do.
You say you're not gonna push him Ghana.
It's up to him. It's not me. It's up to him, boy. He does what he does. He's his own man. Don't get twisted. You might see him as quiet and chill, but he's his own man, boy.
No, I respect that. So even you just touched on, obviously you've been through different stages through your career, so you know how to level with a youth player or a young player, I should say.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads us to our closing question. Like, what would your advice be to a?
What are you saying?
You saying when
I'd say
because when the agent had to dust
it
out.
has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be 15
Yeah,
because that's the
15,
crossover.
yeah.
Because after that, you got a 5.
Yeah.
So 15, he didn't know what was going to happen.
What was going to happen? Yeah.
Things are happening.
Mm-hmm. What would
could
your
you-
advice be to a 15-year-old Toby? If he's here right now and he's played at 6, had an older brother, gone through what you've gone through with a crap coaching
Everything.
at 13.
This is the little you. You're looking at a
This is
reflection
him
of
right
you
now,
at
your
15.
reflection, yeah.
And you're lucky enough to be able to go back to talk to yourself at 15. What would you
tell yourself?
say to that you
I'd
at
give him
15?
all the keys, man.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So many keys, man. Like,
What would it be the one key though? That one, the starter,
What
the
would be the
foundation.
master?
Yeah.
The master key. What
That's
would
what I'm
be
saying, yeah,
unlocking
yeah, what would the
certain-
master
you know the
key?
master
Yeah, the
key, that would
master
be
key. I like that, I
unlocking
like that.
certain
The master
doors.
key.
Like
What would that
2,
be?
3 doors,
Yeah.
not just the one.
The master
The
key.
master key. for him to look at himself and say, you know what, I'm taking that piece of
Taking it on.
advice.
Yeah.
Remember, you were ignorant as well, you know. I'm going to that as well.
Got
He's
him.
Ignorant as well, you know.
Yeah.
Got him.
I'd say stay humble.
Yeah.
100%. Stay humble and stay focused on the end goal. Because that spins off to so many different things. Like, don't get sidetracked. Don't watch other people. Don't do things because other people are doing them. Don't do things because you think other people will be impressed by them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just stay humble and stay focused on what your end goal is.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. But that's tough, man, because you can't sum up
No,
everything like that.
I know, but that's why I love our first question and I love our last
one,
question,
yeah.
because our first question, everyone's always excited. Yeah, I can answer that. I love football. But when we break down the last question, and you have to actually think in hindsight and think, bro, what would I actually tell myself to kind of push him to that next level where I think if I heard that at that time, it might have helped me just that little bit more.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
It's like you're in deep thought there, sir.
Just
Yeah, man, I
I
was
got
still-
you, like, man, it
I
stumped
was
you
still-
kind of still.
Yeah, I had to take that one in
Man
still.
kind of stumped you. Yeah.
Nah, appreciate that. But Toby, listen, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming down. Thank you for taking time
Thank
out.
you,
I know you're a
thank you.
busy guy and that. December's round the corner,
Please,
the
man,
deals.
please.
January's
You know what I'm
coming
saying?
in.
The ambiance
You know
is
that he's
flowing.
building up everything
He's building
from
up.
now.
He's building up something.
You know what I mean? He's got about 3-4 deals in the
Trust
pipeline.
me. Yeah.
Renewing contracts.
Come on. You see,
It's a busy time.
You see, and it's funny because New Year's Day falls on a Friday. You see when the weekend comes.
You saying Saturday? Chase.
Peak.
Jeez, you won't even hear from Toby.
What?
Bling bling.
That's why I had to quickly
Bling,
get him in
bling.
because January.
Bling. January what? January what?
Probably won't see him.
January what?
Probably won't see him till March.
You know them way there. Man's in
It's
Dubai
till
in February,
March,
you know.
yeah.
Man's in Dubai in February. That's
the
the rest
Burj
off.
Khalifa and that.
That's the rest
You
off.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah? Come on. You know, he's even humble. See, here's the humble side.
That's what I'm saying. See what he said to the 15-year-old?
Keep
Stay
humble.
humble.
Yeah.
You know the way there.
my
But nah, bro,
days.
really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you,
For the
Trust me.
future, the deals,
Thank you,
everything. Yeah, man. Don't forget us either, man. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all, man.
When the fans are allowed back in and you get the little box, I don't mind driving out to
We'll be there
Brighton.
together.
you know
Well,
what I'm
we're in.
We're there
You know what I'm
together,
saying?
man.
I'm
Yeah.
Xing that.
I'm
I'm
Xing
in.
that.
I'm Xing
We're
that.
there
I'm in.
together.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
what do you mean?
Yeah, me.
But yeah, now bless up, man.
bro,
Stay
thank you.
blessed. Chronicles of Football. Myself, Jay and R, the big co-host, Big D, the father, aka Father giving the order. But
What's
yeah,
wrong with
man.
this geezer? Yeah.
But big up everyone rocking with us as well.
Please.
All the
Subscribe
messages
and all that.
subscribe.
Like,
Chronicles
comment,
of Football,
all of that.
hashtag COF, Instagram, all of that stuff.
of that
man.
stuff.
Keep sharing the love, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're out of here, man. Keep blessed. Stay blessed. Peace. Yeah, sound like Papi Salute. My
I just say, yo.
Football is just something I would say 10 years ago, I'd say I was born to do, but now I would say I was born to be involved in. I didn't know at that time that under 10 football was 7-a-side, so I literally didn't know about structure. Hit the ground running. I was flying with Afawi. I think I finished year 6, top scorer. Bang. Then it comes to secondary school now. I was really naughty in primary school in terms of my behaviour, and I got shit to go now. Come back, I'm like, wait. Certain people have moved on and gone on to that. While I was playing for Tulsa, I started thinking, am I good enough to be a striker? She just come up to me, she's like, do you want to go Brentford tomorrow? I'm like, what? Brentford? Me? 100% gonna sign you. And I just remember dropping. And it wasn't a big club, which was not a big club, they were Cat 3 at the time. It was around the time of when Fabrice Mwamba had his heart attack.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I started to play, but I used to start feeling sharp pains on my left side.
Yeah.
Like while I was playing, I'm actually shook. I'm not on it.
Of course,
I'm
that's
not
what
trying to get.
anyone would be.
I'm not trying to get a heart attack. And my physio was like, yep, you can't play. But I think, and then a few of the boys are telling me they've got scholars. So I think three of them or 4 of them told me they got scholars. So I'm sitting there like, wait, there's actually only 2 left. Yeah, I used to play with a lot of pressure. Started seeing other sports psychologists at Aldershot. We're not releasing you, but because you've hardly played, we're not going to give you a scholar. I can't lie, I was gutted. Why? And then they got relegated. The first team got relegated from League 2 to National League. The next day they announced academy's shut, everything's shut. Like absolutely slapped up here, bro. Slapped up. And I think that was one of my best games on the year. And I just remember going home thinking, I've got to get picked up. I wasn't really ready to let football go. Like, I played my first game, like, pitch is muddy, like rainy. the floodlights are dim. I just remember it like being like a really bad day to play football. Within the first 20 minutes, I said, I'm done. See, hindsight, you say, I stopped a bit too early. But at the time, I literally had fallen out of love with playing football.